Hello, hello. Okay, good evening, everybody. The Good evening, everybody, for the third live cast on the TechneMoira channel. Let me give you a better shot here. Good evening. Bonsoir. Goedenavond. Guten Abend. Jo steht. Konbanwa. Welcome to my viewers all on the third live cast of the TechneMoira channel. Tonight I'm going to take it a bit easy because I'm not feeling 100%, but I think I have a few, let's say, interesting things to show you, and I also hope to enjoy talking a little bit with you, interacting with you all. I just hope you're hearing me. I think you should be able to hear me. I think the image is okay too, so I'll give it another 5 minutes for everybody to show up. If not, then I'll start with the program for today. But yes, there you go. We should be getting viewers, I think, soon. At least I hope so. The problem is, you see, it's very confusing to set everything according to time zone. Obviously, when you are located in the United States, it's quite easy. When you set up a live stream for the US and you are located in the US, things are obvious. So all the time zones and everything is just clear when everything happens and where. But if you're located like I am in Europe, things get a little bit more complicated where time zones are concerned. I may have made a mistake in my announcement by saying that I would start streaming at 2 a.m. At 1 a.m. GMT plus 2, which apparently is not correct. Apparently, the time zone I'm located in is Brussels time zone, and that seems to be GMT plus 1, which is strange. If I look it up on the internet, I distinctly find information which would say that Brussels is located in the time zone GMT plus 2. So, yeah, my bad if some of my viewers are looking for my live cast at 2 a.m. instead of 1 a.m. Brussels time. Well, then that's my mistake. But that being said, I think I should start by saying that what I'm going to show you in a minute, and let me show on the other view. Hang on. Yeah, I think. No. One moment. Okay. Yeah, I'm still getting used a bit to. Okay. There you go. Why is it not reacting? Okay, hang on. Oh dear. Okay, hang on. Most options 16, 9, 30. Okay, play. Why is it not showing the image? Okay, hang on, guys. I'm trying to fix this live. I don't know. Can you see me? Yeah, you can. Okay, I'm trying to fix this live. Okay, so give me a moment. Okay. All right. So you're getting a sneak view of how I'm setting things up for the camera. Not easy to do because you're working with all sorts of interfaces and all that. Okay, so go. Oh damn. Okay, hang on. I'm going to set it in transition like this. Okay, hang on, because the camera is not cooperating with me. Okay. No. This. Yeah. Size 9 frame rate there. Okay. Yes. Here we go. All right. There you go. Fixed it. There you go. Okay. Yeah. All right. So tonight I'm going to show you a few things that I'm preparing for the next video that I'm going to publish after the live cast. Not right away after the live cast, but say in a week or so. And I'm going to give you a sneak preview of what I'm making actually. Now, there's one thing that I did notice over the time that I've had my channel. That is that very few women or girls visit my channel. Now, I know the subject is a bit hard to make female friendly, I guess, I mean, it's not about the usual subjects you would associate with women or girls. But I find that, well, it's a pity a little bit, because I'm sure there are quite a few women or girls in the world who are interested in, or who would be interested in electronics. Actually, you know, the kind of level of electronics that I'm showing, either in my videos or live, um, is not that hard to understand. To make a comparison, you could compare it to uh, solving a rather complicated puzzle, all right? Or if you're used to playing with Lego, or if you played Lego when you were a kid, um, I'm sure you built some fairly complicated things with it, right? And when you assemble something electronical, it's basically not much more complicated. The only thing you need to do is consider the electronic components that you handle, yeah, a little bit like Lego pieces, and when you connect them together, soldering them, or even hardwiring them or whatever, it's really not much more complicated than putting Lego pieces together, right? So, or even laying out a complicated puzzle. Um, I think some people, and perhaps the female part of my viewers, or the viewers on YouTube, seem to think that, oh dear, this looks so darn complicated. Using all those tools and those components, and I don't understand how they function and all that. In fact, in the beginning, you don't need to understand really how the components function. Um, you can buy a kit, yeah, where all the components you need to make something are contained, and and there you go. It would be, it's really very very simple to follow the instructions and put it all together. So I want to encourage all my viewers, so male and female, uh, not to be intimidated by the seemingly complexity of electronic circuits and all that. It's really nothing more than learning a few symbols and learning how to read a schematic, and that's it. Basically, it's really actually quite simple. You know, it's like learning to drive a car. In the beginning, you get lost in a little bit in how to handle the gear shifter and the gas pedal and the brake and the steering wheel and everything at the same time. And I imagine it can be daunting for some people, but really, let's say it's not much more complicated than learning how to drive a car. Okay, so I would encourage the female viewers of my channel that if you ever want to start building a kit, or even you downloaded a schematic from somewhere and you feel unsure about how to put it all together, I would encourage you to make a few simple researches on Wikipedia or Google or wherever, yeah, and Please, if you have questions, post them on my channel, and I will answer them to my best ability and in as clear a language as possible to help you on the way to put things together in electronics. Okay. Now, there is one thing though that I need to say, that is that if you start working on electronic stuff which is also connected to the mains power, then obviously that entails a measure of danger if you don't know what you're doing. Okay. In fact, the best rule to use is when if you are an absolute beginner, I would stay away, at least in the beginning, from anything electronic which uses direct main power. Okay, just to stay on the safe side. There are plenty of circuitries out there who work perfectly on batteries and all that, so that you don't need to work with mains power. Okay, so the best advice I can give you is, if you're an absolute beginner, there's no shame in that, but stay away from anything which is using mains power in the beginning. Okay, just limit yourself to things that work on batteries. All right. So, unfortunately, you would say, "Oh, is that it?" Not quite. I mean, there is such a thing as. Let me show you. So there is something like this. I'm sure some of you recognize this. This is a lithium-ion battery. Okay. Now a lithium-ion battery is well, is a little bit dangerous in that sense that if you short circuit this battery, so if you connect the plus and the negative together by accident or willfully, or you would damage the battery, so stabbing it, cutting it, breaking it, bending it. A lithium ion battery will catch fire, and a lithium fire is extremely hard to put out. Okay, so if you're going to use a lithium ion battery for making something electronic, always take the necessary precautions. Okay, so don't assume that it's automatically safe. If you want to be safe, then use disposable batteries. Those rarely go bad, and they won't cause any major problems of any sort. So there, that's what I hope to convince you of. Let me see if I have people on my no. Okay, there's okay. Okay, hang on. Yeah, I'm going to check something. Hang on. Okay. Let me see. Okay. So, okay. Enough chattering. Let me show you the first thing for tonight, and that's the stuff you see right now on the camera. Okay, so let me give you a close up a little bit. So there. Soon it'll be Christmas, and I thought, you know, we people who are into electronics also have, I'm sure, at least some of us have children, and excuse me, some of us have children, and we would all like to give our children an unforgettable Christmas. And one of the things that I believe kids appreciate is when you put extra effort, a little bit extra effort, into making something for them, especially for them, which is unique, which can't be bought in a shop, and which piques their interest just enough that they will feel intrigued and interested in what you made for them. So this year, for a weekend project, I am designing something which I call the mystery treasure box. Yeah. So basically, it's built around a little wooden box like this. Okay. I think you can see it. So with a brass lock on it. Okay. And the thing is, I wanted to make a little bit more interesting. So, I mean, it's just a plain wooden box, right? But I thought, what if I made a sort of a simple electronic code lock that would unlock the box, yeah? And that's exactly what I'm doing. I designed this little. I'm already assembling part of it. All right. So I designed a little circuit which allows somebody to, once it's finished, of course, to unlock the box by pressing a number of switches in a specific order. All right. So there. That's what I'm designing, and this is part of it. I mean, this is basically the little circuit you see here is basically the decoding part of the treasure box, you could say. The rest is more like light effect. Okay, so the rest is light effects. And that will give the box a little bit more of a mysterious appeal, you could say. So the light of I intend to make some cutouts in the box, in the lid, I would say, and in the front and in the sides of the box. Okay. And behind the cutout, I would place an LED, which would then light the cutout from the back. Okay, the cutout will be filled with transparent epoxy glue, just to keep anything inside the box, let's say, safe and dry. Okay. Um, but yeah, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make some cutouts which I fill with transparent epoxy, and then place some LEDs behind it, which give it a sort of a special light effect. Okay, the whole thing obviously will be powered by battery. Um, I'm using a a lithium ion battery for the simple reason that a fully charged lithium ion battery will make the whole thing work, all right, for at least 3 months. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. And I hope some of you will want to build exactly that. Yeah. Um, let's see. Okay, I'm not getting much interaction here. Let's see. Um, let's start up the chatting. There. Okay, I hope you are all getting this. Let me see. Okay. Okay. There are viewers. Okay. So yes, there are viewers on my stream, but apparently some of you feel a bit daunted to join the chat. Don't be scared to join the chat. Please do. I like to get feedback from you. And I will answer any questions you send me, okay, in the chat. So there. Let's continue with the show. Yes, let's continue with the show. No. Ah, dear, oh dear. I wish I had 3 hands for this, but I don't. Maybe so much the better, because having 3 hands would be a bit weird. Okay, so there you go. Yes. Building the mystery treasure box that I explained to you right now is really not very difficult to put together. There are at most maybe, I'd say 20 components. Yeah, if maybe not even that. Yeah, but you will have to do quite a bit of work, obviously, on the box. I'm using a cheap wooden box that I found in a DIY shop close by. But obviously, you can use any old plastic box or even a cardboard box if you wish. Um, but I try to keep it simple, cheap, and easy to make. Yeah. I'm fairly certain if you're a little bit handy and you have enough patience, you can put it together in a weekend. Okay. So I'm not aiming to having you spend a lot of money on it. All I'm trying is to make something interesting and fun to make for yourself, and the result would be fun for. All right. So let's show them that people who are interested in electronics also have a heart. Okay. So let's show them that we can make fun stuff as well, and that it's not necessarily stuffy or boring or such. So, like I said, I'm not going to show you right now how to build it. That's going to be in the video that I will upload sometime next week, I think. It will include also a schematic, and once you've seen the video, you will know exactly how to put it together. There is one thing though that I'm wondering, and I would like to have some feedback. So originally, I thought of using, for example, these dino stickers to embellish the box. All right, because I know kids like dinos, and yeah, well, I thought maybe that would be a good idea to use to embellish the box. I don't know. I'm just asking. Or I also bought these, which is pirate stickers of all sorts. Okay, obviously, I'm certain some of you know on which movie these stickers are inspired, or by which movie these stickers were inspired. I would say Pirates of the Caribbean. So I'm not sure if I should use these stickers on the box, because I intend to make something for, let's say, the age bracket 8 to 13 or 14 years old. It's not suitable for kids younger than 8, I think. So I would definitely not give it to a kid which is a lot younger than 8. But I don't think kids older than 13 or 14 would be interested in the treasure box either. Yeah? Either way, I don't know. I'm just asking. Should I or shouldn't I decorate the box with those stickers? Yeah? So there. That's what that is about. Let me put it away, give me a minute, and then we'll move on to the next subject of the live cast. Yeah, the problem is that my lab, or as you may consider it, my studio, is really rather small. And unfortunately, if I want to work on certain stuff, I'm always plagued by the lack of space. Yeah. So, and that's really a pity. But I'm working on that. If my health allows it, I will build a large lab. Yeah? And that is, if my health and my finances allow it, I will build a large lab, and then I won't have to move around everything all the time to be able to work on it, right? Okay, so what will we do next? Well, okay, so several months ago, um, if I'm not actually, if I'm not mistaken, last year, or maybe beginning of this year, I upgraded my my desoldering gun. This one over there. Okay, so this thing here. Um, I upgraded it with a how should I say, with a voltage controlled fan mechanism. Okay, because originally when I bought the desoldering gun, the fan was blowing full tilt continuously, which made a hell of a racket. I hated it. It was really unpleasant to work with. The gradual heater control or fan control allowed for a much quieter environment, and I'm really glad I did it. But um, typical. Right, come on. Oh dear, dear. Which is typical, of course. I just finished, you could say, upgrading my desoldering gun with the temperature control for the fan. Well, not sooner had I done that, the fan made a really strange noise, you know. And it turns out that the bearing of the fan is I wouldn't say it's broken, but it's worn out. Yeah, no wonder. I mean, I've used my desoldering gun for years and years. Yeah, and yeah, the if it blew at full tilt all the time, I'm not surprised that the bearing of it, of the fan, I mean, wore out completely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace the fan with a new fan I bought. Okay, this is it. All right. I'm going to replace the fan inside the desoldering gun, and I thought I would show you how to do it. Yeah, for this particular model of desoldering gun. Okay, so let me show you. Let me take it away. So, let me disconnect it. There you go. By the way, if you're interested to see how I built the fan control, and how I built it into my desoldering gun. I'll put the link to the video below the live cast video. Okay, so there you go. Okay, here we go. All right, so how to proceed from here? Obviously, to replace the fan inside the desoldering gun. Let me zoom out a little. Yeah, there. So you need to open up the case. So that's what we're going to do first. And to do that, you need to take out 4 screws at the top, and then 4 screws, 2 on either side of the case. So let's start by removing the top screws. In the meantime, let me see if there's some chat response. Hello, Peter. I hadn't noticed your reply. I think Dinos would be good. That's why I bought them. But you know, nowadays, I'll be honest. I don't know what the tastes are of kids nowadays. I don't know what fascinates them and all that. But I think yes, dinosaurs would be a good choice. So thank you for the feedback. Oh, by the way, where are you hailing from? Okay, so while I watch your reply, let me continue with my desoldering gun. Okay, I hope you guys can see this. Also, you know, I have another question. Obviously, I'm doing my live